Welcome to Football Miami TV. I am Uncle Ed and I am here solo because Peter Brown, guess what? No, he didn't go to Disney. He had a family get together. So, I can't make fun of him today. But thanks for joining us, guys. There's, I just made an update to this, our system. So let's hope it doesn't mess up on me. But thanks for joining us. Last game of the season. And what are we going to do with the rest of the year now? Sports Shorts, the first one to show up for and say hello. How are you, Sports Shorts? Thanks for joining us. But before I get into the nitty gritty, I want to say thank you as people join in to our sponsors. And our first sponsor is Caneswear. Caneswear is located at 2655 South University Drive in Davie, Florida. Guys, go there. They've got a brand new store right next to where they used to be. It's huge. It's a lot bigger. You guys can get anything for Inter Miami. They've got a brand new shipment of Messi gear. A lot of the stuff that's right there you'll be able to get. The pink jerseys, the black jerseys, everything that you want from Inter Miami, get at Caneswear. And if you can't go to Caneswear, go to caneswear.com. Anything over $99, they will ship free. So be sure to do that, guys, if you can't go personally. I'd go if I were you guys. And as a matter of fact, Peter Brown and I will do a video there pretty shortly. So you guys can check out the new store. So don't forget to go to Caneswear. And don't forget, if you need to invest in South Florida, talk to Mia Rodrigues. She's on TV. She's famous. Don't miss her out. I think she's on one of the local channels right now, CW, if I'm not mistaken. She's coming out all the time. She's the person to contact if you want to, invest in South Florida. Mia Rodrigues, she's the GOAT of realtors in South Florida. She's on TV. She's everywhere. Give her a call or send her a WhatsApp. She speaks 3 languages. If you want to sell or buy in South Florida, Mia Rodrigues is the one to go to. I think your website is miarodriguesrealtor.com, so check that out. And ladies and germs, hold on a second. I was going to go to the transition. Oh, there he is. Transition. Here we go. How you guys doing? All right. Wanted to say hello to some people. Sports Shorts, he was the first one I saw right there. Julio Enriquez, another one of our faithful followers. One world, one goal, of course. Sports Shorts again. Michael Donnelly, how you doing, my friend? Thanks for joining us. And as the rest of the people start joining, Peter Brown, he had a family get-together to do. Ooh, my hat's a little sideways, but oh well. And so he had to do his thing, so we'll let Peter do his thing, because sometimes I have to do my thing, my family thing, so it has to work out one way or another. But if you guys have any comments, be sure to put it in there. We're going to start off. Oh, thanks, Michael, for joining us, new to the show. Appreciate you coming on. Usually, Peter Brown, who can talk forever, is the guy that's handling everything. And I'm just there as backup, because he, needs to take a drink or something. Talk about drinks. I'm at the Football Miami Cafe right now, and Doña used Messi. Any similarities to the player is purely coincidental. She's just offering me my coffee. There you go. Thanks. Thank you, Ms. Use Messi. So we're having some cafecito over here at Football Miami TV Cafe. Oh, man. Hopefully she'll hook me up with some croquetas and stuff soon. So, we're going to eventually have, Football Miami Cafe franchises all over South Florida. So get ready, guys. One World, One Goal saying hello. Ed Barta also joining us. How you doing, my friend? Let me put that somewhere a little higher so you guys can see it. I'm going to go to the main screen in a little bit. And we got Guyver also with us. Guyver, how's it going, bud? One World, One Goal also saying hi. Francisco Garcia. Hey, people. How's life? And Sports Shorts continues to get in there. And you guys are all joining us, and we appreciate what you guys do to support us. And wow, where do we start, guys? Well, I don't know what you guys think, but let's start off with the Noche de Oro thing. A lot of people, well, some people showed up to the game, and what do you guys think about that? I mean, the prices were up there, and a lot of people that I've spoken to have said, the least they could have done is like, given tickets away to the as a courtesy to the season ticket holders. Prices have gone up tenfold. Well, not maybe exaggerating tenfold, but at least in my case, it's basically doubled. As a matter of fact, guys, I just made the first payment of my season tickets, and I gotta thank a lot of people. I've been offering to sell my kidney because the prices are so incredibly high. So far, we've had a couple people, who joined our Patreon.com/Football Miami TV, and they're hooking us up, hooking me up so I can get my season tickets because the price is high, man. But so far, we've only had like 4 or 5 people. And guys, it's like Guyver says it. No kidding. It's no joke. Yeah, my kidney's really up for sale because I still got to make payments. So let's see how it goes. It's a week by week thing. I'm on the monthly thing, so hopefully I'll be able to do it. But yeah, people are starting to chime in right now. Mike V, can we just talk about how embarrassing a half empty celebration to celebrate the game because of a grubby avaricious brothers. Woo, man, people are already starting. Well, guys, if you can, join my Patreon, and we're gonna get to the nitty gritty of everything right now. So hold on, let's go there. Yeah, Balon de Or, and let's see. Julian Grickus, I forgot there was a game. The prices are ridiculous. I can't believe I'm paying 4 times more than what I paid last year. And I think a lot of people are feeling that way. Francisco Garcia is saying Messi equals money. Remember, Fields, play him, and they will come. Well, a guy also saying hello to everybody else. Dude, it is really expensive. Yeah, and Michael Donnelly's saying the truth, man. We're paying, the team played terrible. We're going to go to the lineups in a little bit. Well, they dominated, but what's the use of dominating if we can't defend, right? And we had chances in front. Messi, he had some shots, but everybody already knows he gets the ball, he's probably going to shoot, and so they block him. And it's really tough, guys. It really is tough to, for him to score. And I feel they underused Campana as well. He was kind of off position. Why didn't they go for aerial balls, and try to have him head some of those? Everybody's just passing straight to Messi, and it's really frustrating. But before we get to talking about the actual game, the Noche de Oro, what do you guys think? Was it a good thing? Was it a bad thing? It wasn't embarrassing. I mean, Mike V already said that he felt it was embarrassing. Not on top of everything, we lost the game. Prices were incredibly high. I didn't even go. I want to go to every single game. Peter Brown, I think he missed one game before this one, and he just said, "Look, it's where we were sitting was over $100." And he was like, it's really a meaningless thing. I got to go see family. So you know what? I'm going to actually not go to the game. And we didn't do a video. Now, I know a lot of people are disappointed because, they were used to seeing our videos. But I had to work. I wasn't going to take a day off for this game. That's what it came up to. And, of course, I saw it. I've got my season ticket, so I get my Apple TV. And I'm able to watch it, while I'm at work. Kind of. Not really. Listen to it mostly. But yeah, it was, Mike V's saying, how about Campana being wide open multiple times? They don't give him the ball. It's like he's playing for the Ecuadorian national team, which they called him up to, by the way. Yes, that's one of the things that I was kind of concerned about. It's like everybody was passing the ball to Messi. Fine, it's a friendly, and they want him to score. But guys, we need to make goals. We need to win that thing. That was one of the things they should have won that game. There was no excuse for them not to win that game. But that's how it goes. We dominated. But what's the use of dominating a game, holding onto the ball, if you can't score? And true, it was Messi. Everybody was passing the ball to Messi because everybody wanted him to score, but he didn't even get to score, and so it's frustrating. So the night, great presentation. Thank goodness the lights were off so that people can see how empty it was, on national TV. I mean, we we knew it was going to be not that full. I think the front office and everybody else, they should have, as a courtesy, at least give them the tickets to the season ticket holders and sell the rest of them. At least it would have been a full stadium. We would have paid for beer. We would have paid for food. All those extra people, they still would have made money that way. And a full stadium is a lot better than a half empty stadium or a half full stadium, whichever way you look at things. So, yeah, I was frustrated because, I definitely would have taken the day off if they would have given me the tickets. But, it is what it is. Inter Miami has done a great effort, bringing these great players, and we're not talking bad about that. We're very grateful for all the efforts that the Moss brothers have done, that David Beckham has done, bringing Messi and Alba and Sergio, and it's wonderful that they've done that. There's talk about Michael Donner saying, yeah, maybe Suarez is coming. It looks like it's something that's going to happen. It's pretty well known that he's been wanting to come, and he was trying to get out of his contract, and he was saying his knee hurt. I don't know how much of that is true. I mean, it's apparent that it does hurt, but he just scored a hat trick recently, so I mean, how bad can it be? But this is probably going to be his last hoorah, if you will. Talk about hoorah. Happy Veterans Day to all my fellow veterans. I am a veteran as well. As a matter of fact, I'm got a beef with Inter Miami because I signed up for that. They had a veterans dinner or something, and I signed up for it twice. Never got not even a message back saying, oh, thanks for signing up. Nothing. I checked my junk mail and everything, and I guess it didn't work, or they didn't have that many people from what I was able to see. They put it up there, but I would have wanted to go. Being a veteran, but oh well. Next time, I hope. But going back to the game, what do you guys think? Was it a bust? Was it a good event? I think for most of the people in South Florida, we were frustrated. Because a lot of these, because the prices are so high, and yeah, look, everybody's talking about how high the prices have been, but hey, as one of the people that was pushing for a team in South Florida, I'm grateful we have our team. I have never thought in my wildest dream that we would have the best player in the world, Messi, coming up to the team, being on the team. I think Higuain was going to be the pinnacle of our existence, but no, we were able to get even better. And he wasn't that great, to tell you the truth. But yeah, sports shorts. I was in the Army 11 Hotel at first, 11 Mike. That's infantry, mechanized infantry. I was in the Persian Gulf War, so thanks guys for the support. So yeah, there's so much coordination needed to the old fans that gave so much to get this team. Yeah, one world, one goal. It's in the end, when Messi is gone, who's going to be there? The supporters, all the season ticket holders. I mean, I'm glad that they've been able to help out the supporters. They're the ones that are giving the ambiance to the stadium and everything. But they should also remember the people that are season ticket holders who were there in the beginning. I know a lot of people that are that aren't re-upping just because the price was too high, and I know a lot of people that put deposits who are not going to be able to do anything with their deposits because the price just went up too high. So I'd like to see what the actual numbers are. how many people decided not to re-up, and those people that didn't re-up, will they be back after Messi is gone? And will the people that are there just for Messi come back? Because I think a big percentage of those people aren't coming back. I think they're more Messi fans, like those Messiahs 305 people. Thanks for supporting, but hopefully they stick around. But with that name, you think maybe that's not going to happen. Well, Julio Enriquez being a little tough. The front office is now just a bunch of useless bodies. Back when they were just starting, they would call you back right away and make things happen. Now they just want your money. Ouch. Tank is also showing. How you doing, Tank? Yeah, he's putting in his we're going to get to the game in just a bit. I'm going to put up the lineups to see what you guys think. But there's already a couple of people that said, it's they wasted Leo Campana up there. No passes for him. No aerial passes. People are figuring out how Inter Miami plays. Also, New York City FC, had our number. Granted, they just held back and waited, but they did the right thing. They counterattacked, and that's what Nashville had done in the past, and all the teams that have been able to beat us. That's what they do. They hold on, counterattack, and they beat us because they know our weak spot is the defense. We need a stronger defense, and so far they're talking Suarez, awesome. We're going to be great up front. We're going to score goals, but we're also going to get a lot of goals in the back. So if it wasn't because of calendar, this year we would have lost more, and we lost a lot. So, it's really concerning to see, and plus, the parking is really expensive, and it is crazy. Sports shorts, it's crazy. So hopefully, the front office is listening, and they're just not thinking about the money. I know they got to recover money. That they spend a lot of money, but if they do things right, they've so many sponsorships that are out there that want to be associated with Messi. There's no reason why they should be not making any money. So, if they want fans back, and we're going to a bigger stadium soon, which, by the way, we had a video last week about the new stadium, Miami Freedom Park, in actual Miami, right next to the airport. Check those videos out. We're going to try to get, every time we see something happen, one of my daughters works at the airport. She's always telling me they haven't done anything today. So she goes there every day, and she's like, giving me the 411 of what's happening. So, just check out those videos. But, in the end, we're going to need a lot of these people to come back. Messi's, if he plays in the new stadium, which is, I think, what the team wants, that'll be great. We'll have at least a season or half a season of him playing there, hopefully, if they don't run behind schedule. But if not, it's going to be interesting to see how many, if they can actually fill that stadium, because the way it's going, they're losing a lot of the loyal early fans that were there because of the team, not just because of one player. So we're gonna start. Let's check out that. Let's check out that. What's up? And let's go check out the lineup. I've got the lineup right here. If you guys give me a second, there we go. So this is how we lined up with Campana, Messi, Farias, Ruiz, Busquets, Gomez, Jordi Alba, Miller, Sailor, Yedlin, and Calendar. What do you guys think about the back line? I mean, I was, granted, Sailor, it was probably a good time to get him in, see how he's looking. Miller just seemed slow. He seemed like he was overconfident. So I don't know, man. Goalkeepers only, China. How you doing? You went to the game. You seem like you're a keeper too, man. I see that. So what do you guys think? I mean, up front, Messi, Faria, Gomez is just, he lost the ball a couple of times. I'm not a fan of Gomez, guys. And Tata insists like he used to insist. He's got his favorites. You know, he used to insist with Gomez, with Joseph up front all the time over Campana, and that drove me nuts because after what 10 games or how many games, seven games in a row, it just you could tell he just wasn't going to be able to score. He just he made some good passes the first few games, but after that he was just missing. So it's it was pretty frustrating for me. Sailor and Yedlin were the weak side. Miller's slow. Third. Yeah, he was really slow. Very frustrating for me to see what he was doing. Um, we got Tank is saying I wish Sailor and McVeigh got way more playing time this year. All the center backs should have been rotated again. Yeah, yeah, I agree. One World One Go is with me on on Gomez. Please trade Gomez. Yeah, I don't understand why Tata insists on that guy. He keeps losing the ball. He's losing. Dude, I don't know. We've got so many other players in the bench that could have been in there. Robinson, for one, he did so much better later on. Of course, I know that's not his position, but still, Stefanelli. We had who else? We had a couple other players in there, but you know, Mike V is saying Sailor's a disaster. Like Aviles is a central defensive midfielder. Actually, Gomez is equal to Pizarro. I think Pizarro was better. Farias is a hot mess. After the subs, we played much better. Yeah, we did play after the subs a lot better. But yeah, I don't agree. I think Pizarro was a little bit better, than what you're saying. But I see what you're saying though. Diego needs time, same as Farias. Yeah, they've gotten time, man. A lot of time. And Gomez is. I think Gomez is better as a sub if he comes in. Maybe he'll be able to do that. Messi was off. Yeah, he hurt his ankle, and I don't know, but he was. Even in that free kick at the last minute, I was hoping for glory, and the guy usually practices a lot and makes all. He's definitely off, man. He wasn't even close. It went way over. Shout out to Robbie. Robbie's one of the guys that we have criticized throughout the years. He's been with us. He's one of the guys that have been with us the most, and but he did well this game, and apparently they're bringing him back, and if he's cheap, why not? So we'll see. Phil Neville went to Portland Timbers. Yes, he did. Phil Neville has signed for the Timbers. A lot of people are criticizing about that. There's some alleged stuff that he did in the past, some tweets and stuff that he did, and people are criticizing him about that. But that was a while back, guys, and I'm glad they're giving a chance. I think he still needs to grow as a coach. I'm no expert. I'm just a fan who has a podcast and talks what his opinions are. I'm not the person to go to when it comes to to criticize coaches and all that, but as a fan all my life, I think I've got my own opinions about things. And one go is saying that talk about Neville, we're still playing like he's here. Mike V is saying, Time Allen, who is a kid, gets killed when he makes mistakes, but Farias and Gomez, who are supposed to be superstars, need time. Come on, man. I'm with you on that one, Mike V. I'm with you on that one. When we're one goal, the passing back kills me. 69% of possession is stupid, too. Agreed, we hold on to the ball incredibly long. We pass the ball back a lot. It's frustrating. Really frustrating. Tank is saying Robbie needs to keep playing and stay healthy, and he should become a solid player next year or the year after. What a golazo with his left foot. Yeah, he did really well, and I'm glad for him. That's going to get him hopefully to the level that we all thought he was going to get. But I still think he's a substitute player unless he keeps doing well. Mr. Glasney might be able to make things happen. And yeah, one world, one goal is saying we love Noah Allen. His dad is in this show. He does need to learn. Yeah, he does. And yeah, I think yeah, we love Allen. He actually we got pictures of him back when I was with the Southern Legion. He was playing the drums with us. So um, we have a special place for him in our hearts. Ash Pretam is saying, too frustrating. Yes, it is, my friend. And thanks for joining us. I know you're watching us from far away. And Tank is saying, a preseason under Tata will make a huge difference. Have patience, everyone. Well, if we don't get a new defense, we're going to have a lot of patience because it's going to be high-scoring games. Suarez is going to come in. He's going to score, tons of goals, but we're going to get scored on a lot as well. And if we, thankfully we've got Calendar under contract for a while. But if we didn't have him, we would have lost a lot, guys. So let's see what happens. And after all these, this is the lineup that we had, and it looks like a solid lineup, guys. It really does. Ruiz, yes, Ruiz is a baller. Definitely, he's a good player. I think out of the young guys, he's probably the one that's played the best. What do you guys think? I just think that he's doing really well. Ash Pretam says I'm need a lot of quality subs because they're going to play a lot. We're going to play a lot of games. I don't know if the intercontinental one. There's some intercontinental tournament that they're talking about, which is only the 2 elimination games, and you advance. We end up playing with international of no, who was it? I even forgot what the teams were, but they're the champions of South America versus the champions of North America, and we happen to qualify. So how are they going to make that happen? There's supposedly 5, maybe 6 tournaments that we're supposed to be in. That is nuts. And yes, we definitely need a big roster of players because otherwise we won't be able to do it. Tank is in love with Marsman. Marsman's already out, I believe, but I think he's still under contract with Major League Soccer, so somebody might pick him up. Don't be afraid, Tank. You might get to see him. More love for Ruiz, another guy that we love, and Francisco Garcia is saying, yeah, Fluminense is one of the teams that's in there, the champion of the Copa Libertadores. Liga de Quito from Ecuador is the other South American team. León from Mexico is the champion of the CONCACAF, and Inter Miami, which is the League's Cup champion, is the 4th team that would be in that tournament, and that would be really interesting because, we just it's just a lot of tournaments. We need a lot of players to join and to join in on stuff. So, let me have some cafecito. Thank you, Doña Yus Messi. So Tank is saying, I'm talking about the goalkeepers. Dos Santos, he's got a good future. We've seen very little of Dos Santos, but the few games that he's played, he's done really well. Mike V is saying we need a 36-man roster. You just add 4 more. Let's just have 40 players. Because, man, if we're going to have all those tournaments, Messi can't play every game. But we're going to need him for every final game. But we need to have, subs that are to the par, of the rest of Major League Soccer, at least. Because we need to beat them. We need to win points. We need to make the playoffs. I think anything less than making the playoffs is Ash Pretam is saying, Copa Interamericana. That's the one. There you go. We need a lot of players, and I don't know, at this pace, 40 players is what we're probably going to need. But they need to be good players, and that's the thing. What about Robbie Robinson? Look at that. Robbie Robinson. I have to move myself out of the way. He's in Zen right there. He's doing his thing. He scored a goal. Good for Robbie. He needs it for, he needs the confidence. I just feel that if he keeps it going, he's going to make things happen. Tank is talking good about Orlando. What is up with that? He's a good goalkeeper, but I don't know. I don't know, man. He can root for a player, not for the team. All right. Well, he's Peruvian, so I understand. Tank is Peruvian, and Galese is Peruvian. So, but I do want Orlando not to continue and not to make a deep run into the playoffs because I just want Orlando to lose all the time. We don't need them to brag, and say how great they are or whatever. So if they don't win anything, is I'm happy with that. So I think they've only got one trophy. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we got a trophy too. So how you like them apples? And yeah, there we go. I like what One World One Go is saying. We need Pozuelo back. Yes, if we could get Pozuelo back, but he wants money. That's the thing. He's out in Turkey doing his thing, getting paid more than we were able to afford to keep him on. But if we get a fourth, designated player, I'd bring him in. That way, Messi could just play up front and not have to be the number 10, and yeah, it'd be great. Would suck for a player like Campana, who might have to be on the bench because Suarez is probably coming. But if we have Pozuelo, and Busquets, that midfield would be incredible. Talk about holding on to the ball, or Modric if that happens, they would hold on to the ball. But he's old, and Peter Brown always talks about that. He's too old. He doesn't want him on the team just because of the fact that he's too old. But whatever. Did you guys see that Zizou interview with Messi? That was really cool. And yeah, One World One Go was talking about how there's not many number 10s left. Pozuelo is a number 10. Love the way that he plays. I'd love for him to come back. Messi is one of the last 10s that there is, but he plays anywhere really. He's just one of those players that could play anywhere and excel. But this last game, yeah, he was just they were covering him. And people know what the deal is, and I think they all figured that everybody was going to pass the ball to him, and because it was this game was just uh, not a real game. It was just for Messi and his Balon d'Or. So everybody was passing the ball so he can score. He wasn't able to score, and I think that's the reason why we lost this game. And they should have done passes to Campana. We should have worried about scoring goals and not giving the ball to Messi all the time. And that's something that guys they need to think about a lot more in the future. One World One Go is saying Rakitic is 36, Suarez turns 37, Modric is 39. That would definitely be Peter Brown. Now he would freak out big time because that's talk about old people. I mean, we've got a lot of young players that could be formed, but it's just we do need um, the young players. Oh, Francisco Garcia is saying Zizou is the real and only GOAT. Yeah, the guy was incredible. He was, an incredible number 10. He was actually in that interview, if you guys haven't been able to see it, he was talking about how he wishes he had played with Messi. They played against each other before on different teams, but still, incredible interview if you guys haven't seen it. And yeah, Guyver's saying we could have had two trophies. We just didn't focus on the on that tournament, and we should have. Yeah, we shouldn't have played him against who was it that we played? Toronto. We should have saved Messi for the final. We did screw that one up. I think. Um, yeah, we screwed up on that. No, Tata screwed up making him play. Should have saved him for the final. A second trophy would have been wonderful. But we got next year, guys, and I think next year we're gonna have a chance. There's a chance. And as pre-time saying, Sergio Roberto is 32. Not too bad, right? A lot of people are talking about, how they want Sergio Roberto on the right hand side. Right now we got Yedlin there, and some people have been disappointed with Yedlin as of late. He's not as fast as he used to be. And Zizou is one of the top 10, yeah. I'd say Pelé, Maradona, my favorite Del Piero, Ronaldinho, Romario, Zizou, Cruyff, etc. as you know, I'm old enough to say I saw Pele play. Towards the end of his career, um, with the New York Cosmos, and I remember very little because I was a kid. But he was, fantastic. Definitely, the best player of his time. Is Messi better? Debatable. They were from different times. He criticized Pele was criticized also because he played basically for only one team, Santos, for most of his career. Same thing with Messi. For the longest, he played only for one team. But and I was one of the people that used to criticize that a lot because I used to say, well, he hasn't played for anybody else. Barcelona is basically made for him. But he's done well with other teams, and he keeps and seeing him now as a season ticket holder, um, seeing him play with Inter Miami, you see how great the guy really is. So you know, I used to always think that Ronaldo was maybe a step above because he played with every team that he played. And I'm talking about Cristiano Ronaldo. He was good with every team that he played, and Messi hadn't done anything with Argentina for the longest. So, in my eyes, for a while, it was just like he was only good with Barcelona, and that's it. And that's changed as of late. And Sports Stories is saying I don't have MLS season pass, so well, that was the best part of the game. That's the only thing. What do you guys think also about the MLS season pass? Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? There's a lot of people that haven't been able to see the games because of that. Do we need a local broadcaster? What do you guys think? And talk to me about once again about that the final of that game. Messi could have tied it. There was only one extra minute. I think we went over to 2 minutes or something. Um, it was just it was tough to watch, man. Especially towards the end, Messi missing that free kick. I thought a miracle was going to happen. I would have been happy with a tie, but yeah, it is what it is. Um, we There's a lot of work to be done, and the work to be done is in the defense. We need that to be an urgent subject because yeah, sports church is saying we need a local broadcast. Hopefully, man. Jean C. Louville is saying we need better defenders. Yes, we do, man. We need them urgently. I think great that once again that Suarez is coming. I think that's going to be wonderful. But we need defenders, and every team basically gives us the ball because they know if we hold on to the ball, and one of those are going to counterattack, and they're going to beat Miller, they're going to beat whoever's back there. Kristoff is also getting slow, but Kristoff, Miller, I think are good backups. But Miller, I was actually surprised that they re-signed him. I think at times he's good, but at times he's getting burnt, man. And as a fellow chubby person, he's getting kind of chubby. So, he needs to work out. If that was my job to, run around and play soccer, I would be nice and fit. I'm telling you. So, I don't know. I only watch him games on MLS Pass. Oh, I see. Yeah, Ash, that's the way to watch right now. One World One Go is also talking about Apple TV. It's not going anywhere. Streaming is the trend these days. Nothing free anymore. And no Ray Hudson. Yes, miss Ray Hudson. He's awesome. Ray Hudson. Where has Ray Hudson been, man? He's just been like so disappeared. He's disappeared, and everybody loves that guy. Oh, look at that. And Busquets can't get back either. Hopefully, Gregory will be able to pick up on that slack. Yes, Gregory. I don't know if they re signed the Ecuadorian. What's the deal with that? I think we've got too many central midfielders, or defensive midfielders. But we'll see, man. We see how it goes. We there's the defense is where we're hurting, and defensive a number five, to be there and help them out is definitely what we need. Miller's saying, look, Tank is saying Miller is not chubby in person. The other players are super lean. Okay, that might be it. But he's just, on TV. I mean, it's true. But a lot of people think I'm fatter than I am. So when I meet them in person, they're like, dude, you're not. You're thinner. You're actually thinner. And it's camera. I guess adds weight to you, and that's probably what happens to Miller. He just seems like he's chubby. But no, I've seen the games too, and live, and he's chunkier than the rest of the players. I'll go with you on that, Tank. They're saying, "Oh, Arroyo's not coming back." Oh, that was yeah. He probably wants more money. I think he did a good role. He was the only one that was going back and defending. Sometimes he'd cover people. So if Arroyo doesn't come back, I'm gonna be sad because I'm originally my parents are Ecuadorian, so I have a soft spot for Ecuadorians, and I think he did a really good job. But we definitely do have a lot of players in that position, and I think that's probably. Um, they're in contract, right? And their contracts are still going. Like Gregory and Mota, their contracts are still there. And Negri's coming back as well, Stefanelli. But yeah, um, so yeah, I'm gonna feel bad for if Arroyo doesn't come back. But I think he covered really well. But his contract, it was only a 1 year contract, and with an option for a second. They probably did offer him something, but it was probably not enough, and he probably wanted a little bit more money. I know he was dirt cheap, so at least he could say he played with the best player in the world for 6 months. Yeah, he wasn't fancy, but he was consistent. He was one of the only players who took a shot every so often, and I think he should have shot a little bit more. But he was more defensive minded. He was just playing that role. Busquets would go up and he'd cover, and I think that was basically what Tata wanted him to do, and he did it well. I think he did it well enough, for him to deserve to be back with the team. But what it comes down to is Tata's going to do what Tata's going to do, and the reality is, if Gomez is on the team, Tata's going to put Gomez in there for some reason. Why? Why? I don't understand why he keeps putting Gomez in there. I'm just not I'm not a Gomez fan. Francisco Garcia said, I loved watching Alex Aguinaga. What a class player. Lots of talent. Yes, he was awesome, man. But he was another number 10. I don't know where that. I guess people are talking about that in the chat. But I brought it up because Alex Aguinaga is one of my heroes back in the day. Awesome, awesome player. Played with Necaxa forever. Would have wanted to see him in Major League Soccer. He definitely would have been a DP because that guy was awesome. And Tank is saying, I'm sure he'll get a good contract with another MLS team, hopefully. He's talking about Arroyo. Definitely. I think he's a good enough player for Major League Soccer. I think he's, 31, something like that. So he's still young enough. Jean is saying, why in the world is Gomez still playing on the team? I don't want McVeigh, Arroyo, Gomez. Noah Allen never learned. I know CONCACAF is MLS Cup, blah, blah, blah. Okay. I see where you're going. Tank is saying, I can't see Gomez and Kremaski playing together. They run forward too much. One of the main reasons we lost the Open Cup. Yes. What is that? Love Sib count is 9,631. Was that the attendance? Anybody know what the attendance was yesterday? I want to know what it was Friday. I'm sorry. What was the attendance on Friday, guys? I want to know. All right. Well, the team announced that Calendar is the defensive player of the year. Drake was awesome this year. If it wasn't because of him, we would have been hurting. Live sub count of 6,831. I don't know what you're talking about, Sports Shorts. But yeah, what do you guys think? I mean, Drake Calendar, awesome player. He definitely deserves to be on the U.S. national team as well. He's done so great. He's definitely had a lot of shots taken on him because our defense has been so bad. One of the reasons why we ended up second to last in Major League Soccer this year. Francisco Gomez is saying 21,000 spectators. There were not 21,000 spectators yet on Friday. Don't you use Messi? This coffee's awesome. Any similarity to the player Messi and use Messi over him as use Messi is purely coincidental, guys. And he wins by. I don't know what tank is. I'm trying to keep up with the chat, guys. I'm glad you guys are just talking and talking in there. It's I appreciate what you guys are doing. Oh, there we go. Ed Bartra, mi tocayo. The attendance of the game was 11,682. That was like Miami Fusion type of attendance. Crappy. It should have been full, and it could have been full if they would have had the if they would have given some of the tickets to some of us season ticket holders, which should have been the case. We would have a full stadium, and they would have made more money, I think, than with tickets. Mr. Kaufman usually reports the attendance. It's not accurate though because they buy back the seats and they don't give them out for free. But they should have done that. And Tank is talking to Ed Barter, I think. He's talking about the pool, the U.S. national team pool. Oh, no, he's talking to me. When we won't go, is saying sounds right about 11,000. Oh, and Sports Shows was talking about 6,831 is the people subscribed to Football Miami TV. Yes, thanks, guys, for supporting us. Thanks for making us the most followed podcast, for Inter Miami. Woohoo! Thanks, guys. You guys are the best. Well, I appreciate what you guys do. Guyver is saying, yes, Calendar deserves it without a doubt. Okay, we'll talk about deserving. Leo Messi, and yes, people do call him Leo, and he refers to himself as Leo, not Lionel, not Leo, but Leo. Even though it's Lionel Messi, but he liked Leo for some reason. And I guess he just got used to the Leo thing, that he was okay with it. So he got the MVP of the year. What do you guys think about that? And the MVP of the year, for not playing that many games. Yes, he did great. And does he deserve it though? What do you guys think? Does he deserve it because he played so few games? And I'm actually going into to Twitter right now because I wanted to look and see about some of these players that have been as MLS MVPs in the past year. I think the latest one that we had was, and I had it here, and it just moved. There we go. Captain. Oh, he's okay. Inter Miami kind of made a correction. I noticed. They said he's our captain and our most valuable player of 2023. I think the other players that were most valuable players in the past was, and that's what I was looking for. And we had it was Higuain the past year. I know what other players were. If you guys can help me out, I had it right here. By golly, Higuain. But does Lionel Messi deserve it, guys? With so few games, I don't know, man. I don't know if he actually deserves it or not. But it is what it is. And so what do you guys think? As I drink my cafecito here at Cafe in Miami, Futbol Miami Cafe, sorry. What do you guys think? Should he have been the MVP? No. I think it should have been Calendar. Calendar should have been the MVP. Totally agree. Messi played too few games, and who are we kidding, guys? Messi's gonna bring he's gonna win everything the next couple of years anyway. So this year, yeah, they should have definitely given it to Drake Calendar because he's the one that kept us in there. Messi, yes, he had some great goals. He helped bring the title, but without Calendar, we would have lost so many games. He kept us in there. He was the MVP, in my opinion, for this team. He should have been the one to be the MVP. So I'm just don't hate me if you don't think the same, but that's just my opinion. The MVP should not have been him. And so, ladies and germs, oh, Miss Gomez there, surprised with everything, but my daughter's calling me right now. She should know I've got a live show going on right now, but she doesn't. Leo Bartra is saying Campana has been called up by the Ecuadorian national team. Messi was as well. A lot of Miller, I believe, was also called up for Canada, and so many other players. So, now they can go as long as they keep playing. I think it's good for them. We're gonna start. Oh, thanks, Tank. I love you too, man. We're going to start doing some more interviews now before the end of the year. We usually take a break right before the New Year's and Christmas, right in between there. And then we come back doing a lot of interviews and stuff. So we're going to definitely go out and talk to people from media, the team, and people from the Fusion past, because we like to bring those back. And I'm glad that Campana got called up for the team. And I like what Jean is talking. Miami should win CONCACAF Champions League. I hope MLS changes the playoff format next season and take a break for international. Yes, we should totally play with the international calendar. Inter Miami is going to play a lot of tournaments, and we should concentrate on winning those tournaments, as many as possibly can. And if we don't have a big roster of players, we're not going to make it. This year that passed, we had tons of players that got hurt in the beginning of the year. Bruno was talking about that. He believes that Neville overworked them and got them hurt, and that might be a case. It may have been one of the reasons that happened. So, but I think Messi even said it in the event on Friday that we should be able to win some tournaments this year, and hopefully if we could win at least 2 of those 5 or 6 that we're going to be in, that would be incredible. Everybody wants to play Inter Miami. I heard that the Saudi Arabians are actually trying to do something so that they can play. They can have a small tournament where he gets to play against Cristiano. That would be awesome. How you doing there, Richard Greenberg? Is it cold up there in Toronto yet? Yeah, and I agree with you. We need some changes in the rosters and in the rules of Major League Soccer so that we can compete against the Saudi Arabian League, who has so much money. Francisco is saying South American qualifiers stop in November and will be back after the Copa America. And One Go is saying they need to address why Messi and Alba got hurt too. Something wrong with the up there in Commercial Boulevard. I guess so. So many injuries during 2.5 seasons in charge, and he's talking about Neville. When Neville was around, a lot of injuries. So maybe it is true, or is the humidity? I'm not sure. Richard Greenberg saying it is freezing up there in Toronto. Well, hopefully for you guys too, you guys get a little bit better, man, because there's nowhere to go. You guys can't go any farther down. So it's time to go up. People saying hi to Richard. So yeah, guys, let's see if what happens with Neville up in Timberland. See if he makes some turnaround or if he sees an early exit. But guys, I just want to thank everybody for joining me. Gonna cut it a little early. When Peter Brown is here, it just flows because that guy can talk a lot. But what are your thoughts? This is basically the last show that talking about Inter Miami after a game. So everything else from here is just going to be like basically interviews, and we're going to be talking about with players and coaches and stuff like that. Hopefully from Inter Miami, we do have a couple people that said that they would speak to us, so that's going to be great. So continue to join us throughout the rest of the year, that whatever's left of it. Don't forget, tomorrow I will do the Spanish show, probably alone, because Marco went to Europe. He left me all alone here. So I will definitely be talking en español tomorrow, 9 p.m., 9 p.m. So don't forget, we're going to be talking about the same subject, pero en español, and with more cafecito. And I want to thank everybody once again. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to follow us on our Patreon. There will be special videos and stuff, and you can avoid Uncle Ed losing his kidney. I need my kidneys, guys, but I also need my season tickets. So help me out. And actually, what the money goes to is helping Futbol Miami TV. You know, we get better cameras and get to the games and stuff like that. You know, pay for my parking, because the parking over there is crazy as well. Everything's just gone up. My plan was to go to away games. I work, if you guys don't know, I work for FedEx, so I get free or cheap tickets. So I was gonna go to every away game, but now with this craziness, with the prices going up, and Messi being on the team, it's impossible to find a ticket. In the stadiums in away games. So if you guys know somebody that can get me a cheap ticket and get me to go to one of these cities and one of these games while Messi's playing, I will definitely go. I need to talk to Inter Miami, see if they can help me out or something. I wonder if they will want to help me out. But anyways, guys, want to thank you again. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to go to Caneswear for all your Inter Miami gear. And don't forget to give a call to Mia Rodrigues if you guys want to invest in South Florida. She's the GOAT of realtors. So yes, save my kidney, boys and girls. Guyver, thanks so much for joining us, everybody. And don't forget, mañana, 9 p.m. más o menos, Latin time. We'll have some more cafecito. And we'll see you guys soon with Peter Brown, hopefully. Because I don't know. Maybe Peter Brown's not going to show up ever again. I don't know. Somebody else want to do the show with me? See you tomorrow.